to learn how to be a smart money manager. You might even teach your parents a thing or two. Let's start with the history of money. First, we have coins.
A coin is a piece of gold, silver, or copper-colored metal that's usually flat and round. Coins are made by the government at the U.S. Mint.
Besides coins, we have currency. Currency is paper money that is shaped in a rectangle. Some of the coins are a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. We use our money for goods and services. Goods are things you can touch, like candy,
toys, baseball cards.
Services are things that you want people to do for you, like cut your hair, repair your bicycle, or teach you music lessons.
Before there were coins and currency, bartering was used. Bartering was a way of trading something you needed for something someone else needed.
People traded animals.
They also traded food like corn, apples, rice, and beans.
And these clamshells, called 1-pound beads, 6 beads were worth 1 penny. These cowrie shells that can be found in the ocean were used for more than 3,000 years. Watch MoneyFarm every day to learn all about the money we use today.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Herzl Elementary School.
MoneyFarm!
Today on MoneyFarm, we'll show you how to identify and count your money.
Different coins have different values. This one's a penny, and it's worth 1 cent.
This is a nickel, it's worth 5 cents. This is a dime, it's worth 10 cents. And this is a quarter, it's worth 25 cents.
Did you know that all of today's coins have a past president on the front? The penny has Abraham Lincoln on it. The nickel honors Thomas Jefferson. Franklin D. Roosevelt is on the dime. And guess who this is? George Washington.
We need to know how much our money is worth so then we could go to the store and buy things.
May I buy an orange, please?
Yes, that would be 18 cents, please.
This is a $1 bill. A dollar bill is worth 100 cents. We also use other bills like the 5, the 10, and the $20 bill.
Watch MoneyFarm every day and learn how to make your money grow.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Sabin Magnet School.
MoneyFarm!
Do you know where money comes from?
Money doesn't grow on trees.
I get my money from my birthday.
I get my money from my mom and my dad because I do my chores and they love me.
Grown-ups earn money when they provide goods and services to other people.
My mom is a 6th grade math teacher.
My dad's a carpenter, and plus he builds houses.
My mom is a librarian at Price School, and she helps kids find interesting books.
Grown-ups leave in the morning and come back in the evening.
They get paid to work at restaurants, hospitals, and offices.
Adults receive a paycheck from the place they work. This is the money that they receive from the time they worked. Adults deposit money into a bank account at the bank.
You could either go up to the teller or drive through to make a deposit.
Hello, how are you?
Taking money out of a bank account means to withdraw, but you can only take out money that you put in.
Watch MoneyFarm every day and you'll learn how to make your money grow.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Ariel Community Academy.
you ever done something for someone else and gotten paid? If you have, you're earning money.
I earn money by acting in professional plays.
I earn money by selling drinks around the neighborhood.
I earn money by teaching handicapped children.
Have you ever heard the word entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur is someone who invents an idea for goods or services, then thinks of a way to sell them with the hope of earning money.
Now here's the good news. You can be an entrepreneur too and start making your own money. Our whole class is going to show you how. We're going to make cookies and sell them to other kids.
We went to the store and bought our ingredients. Now it's time to do some math.
First, we figured out how much it will cost to make the cookies. These are our expenses.
Now it's time to make the cookies, and a mess.
Then we decided how much to charge for the cookies. $1 for the large cookies and 50 cents for the small cookies. That's enough so that we will earn more money than it costs us to make the cookies. This will be our profit. We like selling the cookies to our friends because they like eating them. It makes us all happy. When we added up our sales, we had $75.
Because we spent $12.88 to make the cookies, that means our total profit was $62.12.
And now for a taste of success. Yum!
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at the University of Chicago Lab Schools.
MoneyFarm!
Today on MoneyFarm, we're learning about saving money.
Saving means not spending your money right now. Putting your money away to spend in the future.
Have any of you ever saved money for something special you wanted?
I saved up my money for a GameCube. This is the controller. I saved some money to buy this kitty.
What do you keep your money in at home?
This box has all my money, and at home I put this in the drawer.
When you put money in, it tells you how much money you have. 50 cents.
Let's make a safe place for you to keep your money at home until you can open up a bank account of your own. First, you need 4 containers, then make each container look like an animal. Ours look like a pig, a cow, a sheep, and a chicken. Now label your containers Save, Spend, Donate, and Invest. When you have some money, put some of it in each of the jars so that you will have some to spend, but also to save.
Now watch your money grow.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at the University of Chicago Lab Schools.
MoneyFarm!
Saving money without a goal is like playing football without a touchdown. No fun!
Today we're going to learn about how important it is to set goals on saving our money. A short-term goal is something you want to save for to buy. Draw a picture of what you want to save for.
I'm saving some money for a pair of shoes.
My short-term goal is a Game Boy.
I'm saving up for pajamas and house shoes.
Long-term goals are things you're saving up for that are more expensive, like a Nintendo, a special camp, or even college.
My long-term goal is a motor scooter. My long-term goal is a big screen TV.
If you want to, you can draw your goals on stickers and stick it on your savings jar like this.
I'm saving up for a football.
I'm saving up for a house.
Now start saving your money for your goals.
What does your piggy bank say when you put money in it?
Bling, bling, ching, ching.
Ooh, that feels good.
You can ask your parents to open up a savings account at a big bank in your community.
It feels good to set savings goals.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase with help from students at Ariel Community Academy.
MoneyFarm.
I'm a spender. I'm a spender.
We're all spenders.
And together, children in the U.S. spent $36 billion last year. Today on MoneyFarm, you're going to learn how to be a smart spender. Sometimes when I see stuff advertised on TV, I ask my mom if I can go to the store and buy it.
It's the power of Spider-Man in the palm of your hand.
But seeing an advertisement can make us buy things that we don't really need or want.
Your spend bank is where you keep your money for the less expensive things that you want to buy, like candy, movies, and CDs. Before you spend, check this out. First, make a list of everything you want to buy, and then decide what you want the most. Next, think about what you want to buy, and if you still really want to buy it, make a spend marker. Finally, before you buy, be a price detective. Don't let the gimmies get you. Be a smart spender.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase with help from students at Copeland Manor Elementary School.
MoneyFarm.
Today's lesson is on donating or give your money away.
Don't worry, we're not talking about all of it. Donate means to give your time or money to people or places you want to help. If you're wondering, do I get anything when I donate? Just think about how good it feels when you're doing something nice for someone. 50. Good.
Donate begins with do.
Our class picked the Hope House Homeless Shelter to donate our money to. They provide a safe place for people without a home.
The second grade students learned about the Hope House Homeless Shelter by collecting articles, talking with their parents, and getting on the website for the Better Business Bureau.
We each saved up all our money and brought it in, and we came up with $225 to give.
This is the money that we collected for you.
Thank you so
I
much.
feel happy because we are donating money to the homeless people.
Donating comes from the heart.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase with help from students at Providence St. Mel School.
MoneyFarm.
Money-savvy kids know they need to save their money to reach their goals.
You do want to go to college or buy a house someday, don't you?
Today you'll learn what to do with your invest money, the money you've been saving for your long-term goals.
When you invest it, your money can grow bigger and faster. You can invest your money in yourself by starting your own business. Or you can buy a stock and become a shareholder in that company. When the company succeeds and earns profits, so do you. If a company does not succeed and loses money, so do you. How do you choose which stock to buy? Start by thinking of companies you do business with right now.
Talk with your family and ask for advice.
Learn about the company. Do they have a bright future?
Pay attention to what's going on in the world.
Now choose a company you think will grow and call your stockbroker to order your stock. I'd like 5 shares of Cool Cat Ice Cream Company, please.
Right away, Mr. Dingle.
Now you know the scoop on investing.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at J.B. Sutton Elementary School. MoneyFarm!
Imagine you have a bunch of acorns. If you keep them in a jar, they can't grow into a tall oak tree.
Just the same, your money won't grow if it just sits in a piggy bank.
But did you know there is a place where your money can grow into more money?
We do!
At your local bank.
First, choose a bank that's convenient for you.
It could be your parents' bank or a bank that's close to your home.
Next, grab your safe money and get your mom or your dad and head on down to open up your account.
Along the way, you might see one of these. Don't get this mixed up with the bank. It won't help your money grow. Once you get to the bank, the officer asks you some questions about yourself.
Next, you will give the banker the money you've been saving.
Your money will be better off in the bank because it will be very safe there.
But that's not all. Your savings account will earn extra money for you.
Banks pay you for letting them use your money. It's called interest.
The more money you deposit into the bank, the faster you will reach your short-term goals.
Whatever they might be.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Dixon Elementary School. MoneyFarm!
Did you know that even banks have parents?
Today on MoneyFarm, meet the parent of hundreds of local banks.
When you walk into a big bank, it looks a lot like your local bank. See all the tellers and the cash machines? But big banks have a lot more customers and hold a lot more money than local banks.
That's because big businesses use them too.
Have you ever asked your mom or dad to hold some of your money for you? Just the same, parent banks hold money for local banks.
Inside a big bank, you'll see lots of security guards protecting your money. Not only is your money safe in the big bank, but it grows here too.
That's because big banks work hard to make money just like we do. These traders are actually buying and selling money.
When people want to buy a home or expand their business, they can borrow money from the bank.
The bank makes money by charging us extra money to give us the loan.
They use this profit to pay interest on the money we have in our savings accounts.
Banking takes a lot of good sense.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Walt Disney Magnet School. MoneyFarm!
Do you know who takes care of all the money in all of the banks?
Here's a clue.
Just as you have parents and grandparents, so do banks.
If local banks are the children and their headquarters are the parents,
Meet the granddaddy of all banks, the Federal Reserve Bank.
The Federal Reserve Bank is a bank for banks.
when banks have too much money, they send it to the Federal Reserve Bank.
And when banks need money, they get it from, you guessed it,
There are 12 Federal Reserve banks in cities like Philadelphia, Cleveland, Chicago, and Dallas.
Money that comes from the banks to the Fed is counted and checked.
If the money is too old, they replace it with new money.
The Fed gets new money from the U.S. Mint and the Bureau of Engraving and Printing.
The Fed also makes sure the money is real, not fake or counterfeit.
Your money is safe with the Fed.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Telpoch County School.
MoneyFarm!
Today on Money Farm, we'll learn about money people use in different countries.
The United States is a place where many cultures meet.
We're from all over the world.
Places like Australia, India, Nigeria, Ireland, and Poland.
Just as each country has its own culture and language.
That's Vidania.
Konnichiwa. Each country has its own money.
The euro is used in 12 European countries.
1.3 billion Chinese people use the yuan.
The British pound has a picture of Queen Elizabeth on it.
When we travel abroad, we must use the money of that country.
Now let's go around the world with our money.
€1 is roughly $1. Easy. I can buy a Big Mac with €2.
With 1,000 yen, you can buy 4 Big Macs.
Money often has pictures of national heroes and landmarks.
Chairman Mao for China, a crane for Japan, and the White House for the United States.
Money is the face of our country. This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Andrew Jackson Language Academy.
MoneyFarm!
Have you ever seen a grown-up's wallet? It's packed with cash on different cards.
That's because there are different ways to pay for the things that we buy.
Let's go shopping and see what they are.
First, we pay with cash. Cash is accepted almost everywhere. But you don't want to spend off your cash. It's good to have a little extra on hand for emergencies.
You should not carry a large amount of cash because it could get lost or stolen.
Some people pay with a check. A check represents money you have in a bank account.
This is called a debit card. You can use it just like a check.
The money you are spending comes out of your bank account too.
This is a credit card. It looks a lot like a debit card, but it works differently. Using a credit card is just like taking out a loan. You must pay it back when your bill comes in the mail. If you don't pay the whole amount, the credit card company will charge you extra money. It's like paying for something twice.
And those are today's ways to pay.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Haynes Elementary School.
MoneyFarm!
Have you ever noticed that teenagers get to do things that kids like us have to wait for?
Teens even shop with their own credit cards.
When you're a teenager, you'll be getting less from credit card companies too. Don't get roped in so fast.
Before you use credit, you must know how it can help you or hurt you if you're not careful.
A credit card is a handy way to pay for something if you don't want to carry a lot of cash, or if you're shopping on the internet.
But a credit card is not easy money.
When you use it, you're actually borrowing money from the company that's sending it to you.
If you don't pay the whole amount you owe, watch out, because the credit card company gonna charge you interest.
Every month that your bill is not paid in full, the money you owe will grow and grow. You can be on a fast train to trouble.
A credit bureau keeps track of how much you borrow and when you pay it back on a credit report.
If you have a bad credit report, you will have trouble borrowing money in the future.
Heads up to good credit!
This lesson was brought to you by Chase with help from students at William Brown Miller School.
MoneyFarm!
Today on MoneyFarm, we're going to Columbus Zoo.
But before we begin our adventure, we better get a map or we could get lost.
Just the same when it comes to our money, we need a map too. It's called a budget.
To make a budget, take a piece of paper and fold it in half. Label the right side monthly income. Write down all the money you earn and the money given to you as gifts.
On the left side, write down all the money you spend during the month. Label this monthly expenses.
An elephant never forgets, but you might. To help you keep track of your expenses, use a spending diary.
In your spending diary, you keep track of where your money goes by writing down everything you spend your money on, just like an explorer tracks an animal.
Before you charge into spending, don't forget to pay yourself first by saving money every month. Always check your budget to make sure you're not spending more than you should, because money doesn't grow on trees.
When it comes to your budget, don't monkey around with your money.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase with help from students at South Mifflin Elementary School.
MoneyFarm!
Have you ever thought about how you'll earn money when you're grown up? There are many different jobs to choose from. You can be a teacher, a policeman, or a streetcar driver. Maybe you're already earning your own money by walking a dog or washing cars. But what kind of job do you want when you grow up? Do you still want to be washing cars?
Whatever you want to be, start by investing in yourself. That means getting the skills and education you need for the job you choose.
Here in New Orleans, to be the captain of a steamboat, you'll need a special license from the U.S. Coast Guard. To chop, peel, slice, and saute like Chef Mike, you should attend culinary school.
And if you want to be a musician, you must learn how to read notes and play your instrument.
For some work, you must be in good physical condition.
Other jobs require special mental skills like reading blueprints or measuring.
Want the prestige of being an artist? It will take talent and creativity.
Start investing in yourself today and live your dreams tomorrow.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase with help from students at Louise S. McGee School and Stewart Hall School for Boys.
MoneyFarm!
Do you want to be a millionaire one day?
Playing professional sports is one way to do it, but making it to the top is a lot harder than you think. Here's a game plan to help you reach your money goals.
Set a goal and keep it in mind every day.
I'd like to own a football team like the Houston Texans someday. Next, start working for your goal, just like these players do when they play a game.
Instead of walking past coins others have shopped, pick them up and start saving them.
Do extra chores around the house, or get a job at a place close by home. Who wants popcorn?
Hey! Be a smart spender. Instead of buying a fast food meal, make your own lunch.
It takes a long time to make $1 million, but not very long to spend it.
If you spent $1 a second, it would take you 11 days, 13 hours, and 47 seconds to spend your million.
Third, start saving and investing your money.
Because we're kids, time is on our side. Investing $500 a month at 5% interest makes you $1 million by the time you're 50.
Have a game plan for your money. Get in the game today.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Will Rogers Magnet School. MoneyFarm!
From Chicago, it's the WSAV News.
Today, our reporters are learning about money from their family members. Henry Garcia is live at the press conference.
Right now we're listening to Erica Rama's grandfather, Fred, recall the good old days. Let's listen.
When I was young, life was so much tougher. I had to walk 4 millas in this blinding snowstorm to get to school.
Snow in Acapulco? Increíble! Let's go now to Gabriela Olvera, who's with her great Aunt Rosie. What was your first job?
When I was your age, I made hundreds of tortillas by hand and sold them in the neighborhood.
Now let's throw it to Eduardo and Adisa at the Medina Casa.
What was the most important thing you learned on your first job, Papa?
Well, children, the vendedor at the marketplace gave me 2 pesos for every basket of vegetables I washed. So the harder I worked, the more I got paid.
You're smarter than you look, Papi. Over to you, Yuandra.
What's the most important advice you could give us about jobs and money?
Being money smart is a skill you learn as a child and continue as an adult, just like washing behind your ears. Ahora, déjeme ver.
Back to you, por favor. For all of us at WSAV, thanks for joining us.
Buenos dias.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Little Village Academy. MoneyFarm!
In the 1800s, our country was growing faster than you could drink a sarsaparilla soda.
The early pioneers invested time and money in themselves to provide goods and services to others.
They were our country's earliest entrepreneurs.
Come with us for a look at the risks and rewards of being an entrepreneur.
Maybe you'll get an idea of your own along the way.
First, there was a bright idea, entrepreneur, like a blacksmith. He was able to start a unique business with his special talent.
The local potter was another artist who used talent to create bowls that could be used to cook food.
And then there was a need detector who provided goods and services that people in the village needed and wanted. Like this general store owner who bought things from others and sold them to villagers.
If you own your own business, you must be disciplined enough to be your own boss, like a school teacher.
You must also have character to endure the risk and reward of being your own boss.
But successful entrepreneurs are ready for anything, and they like it that way.
Want to be your own boss? Opportunities are sprouting up everywhere.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Washington Irving Elementary School. MoneyFarm!
Did you know you can learn to be a smart spender every time you go to the grocery store?
Make a list of what you need from the grocery store. Read the sale paper and match what's on your list with any sale. And take along coupons for the items you will buy.
Have a snack before you go shopping. If you're hungry at the store, you'll buy what you don't need.
When you arrive at the store, get out your list and your fist. You're about to become a price detective.
The clues you'll need are right on the shelf. Let's check out the evidence. 14 ounces of cereal for $3.95. That's 29 cents an ounce.
But only 16 cents an ounce for this one. I saved $1.76. Sold.
If I buy this brand, I can buy one and get one free. Sweet.
If a sale item is gone before you get to the store, ask for a rain check. You can come back and get it when the store gets more.
Don't let the gimmies get you. Buy only what's on your list. These items might cost you more at the grocery store.
Smart spenders don't shop till they drop.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Alexander Elementary School.
MoneyFarm.
You're in charge when it comes to your money. How you manage it shows what kind of person you are.
Take this test to see if you are a money ruler. You're buying something totally awesome and the clerk gives you back too much change. What would you do?
You notice that the movie ticket price for children under age 12 is $4.50 less than it is for those over 12. But you turned 12 last month. What would you do?
Be a money ruler and follow rule number 1. Honesty is the best money policy.
Be fair and pay the adult price. Hey, you've always wanted to be an adult. Sometimes it comes with a price.
You borrow money from another person and promise to pay it back in a week, but you know you can't pay it back that soon. What would you do?
Rule number 2. Keep your money promises.
You're at the market and you're hungry. You see some big, juicy grapes that look so good. You'd like to try just a couple. What would you do?
Be a money ruler and follow rule number 3. Use the golden rule as your guide. Work with others as you'd like them to work with you.
Money rulers know not to value their money more than they value their reputation. With money rules, everybody wins. Oh, sir.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Sol Ross Middle School.
MoneyFarm.
Here at the Kentucky Horse Park, you will find many different breeds of horses. Each has its own look, personality, and purpose. Some horses are being groomed and trained to perform like these beauties, or they're taught to do a job like taking us for a ride.
Kids need to be fit for life too. We can start now by keeping an eye out for things we do well and feel good about doing. Start by learning about your strengths. Maybe you're good with animals. You might want to be a veterinarian someday.
Do you work best as a team, like the horse and rider? Or do you prefer to work on your own?
Perhaps you're a good writer or you like using computers.
Or maybe you'd rather work outside all day.
There are jobs for people who like a little adventure in their work. And jobs for people who like to help others. If you do what you love, you won't end up with a job that stinks.
Instead, you'll be in for the ride of your life.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Booker T. Washington Montessori School.
MoneyFarm.
Like Dr. Seuss says, you have brains in your head.
You have feet in your shoes.
You can steer yourself any direction you choose.
One direction you can choose to go one day is college. But what is college?
Well, come with us to a real college and find out. Yay!
College is a 4-year school where you can stretch and exercise your mind just like you stretch and exercise your body.
College helps you get a better job by teaching you how to think bigger and better.
It's a place where you learn to speak and write well, so you'll succeed in your job. For all these reasons, college graduates usually earn more money in their grown-up jobs.
At college, you can learn to become a computer scientist.
Or an architect who designs buildings.
Or study to be a musician.
College is a lot of fun too, as you can see.
Be sure to watch the next MoneyFarm so you can get ready for college now.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at University Laboratory School.
MoneyFarm.
College is a place you can go right after high school to get more education, to help you get that dream job. You might even call it 13th grade.
That might sound like a long time from now, but you can start getting ready for college now. Here's how.
First, let your parents know that you're going to college.
Tell your teachers too. They can help you pick out classes that will help you succeed, such as math or a second language, like French. Est-ce que vous parlez français?
Get good grades, because they will help you get into the college of your choice. Ask adults for help. They can look for after-school or summer programs for you to attend.
But no matter how badly you want to go to college, you will have to think about paying for it. College can be expensive.
You'll need money to pay for classes and books. That's called tuition.
And you must pay for housing and food. And we're not talking Twinkies here.
But wait, there's good news. High schools and colleges have people you can meet with to help you get money for free. That's right, free money.
So, how can I find money to attend your college?
Why don't we look at the...
Your parents may be able to help you with money that they have been saving in the bank.
You can use some of the money that you've been saving for your long-term goals.
With a college education, you can really get ahead.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at University Laboratory School.
MoneyFarm.
Here in the Wild West, we're always gold panning for the largest gold nugget we can find.
But it's full gold if it isn't used wisely. Good old Buck Smart here uses his allowance to make wise money choices. He's saving up to buy Bessie the burro.
You might have been asking how Buck got an allowance. He made a deal with his parents, a real good deal.
See, Buck's Ma and Pa were buying stuff for him. Little toys, rootin' tootin' good times with friends.
Buck signed this allowance contract, and now he gets money to pay for some stuff himself.
Let's mosey on over and see Buck make a money choice.
Howdy, Slim. Give me a soda pop straight up.
You sure?
Aw, shucks, Slim. I'll take a nice cold water instead.
Buck
Buck's allowance contracts will tell him when and how much he'll be paid. Come sundown, Buck had saved a fistful of dollars and bought his prized burro Bessie.
He did it because he was smart. Buck smart.
This lesson was brought to you by Chase, with help from students at Mitchell Elementary School.